Hello, if you're a local business in SA and you want Vince and I to join you on site for one of our on-site live recording sessions of our podcast, please reach out to us at hello@livinpodcast.com.
It's a great opportunity for expanded reach, customer interactions, and some authentic storytelling opportunities for your brand.
Not to mention fun.
Of course it's fun. So email us at hello@livinpodcast.com and we will see you on site really soon.
I can't ask you.
And if you can't ask me, who can you ask?
That's right.
All right. Well, we just need to do a little...
Am I living? Oh, what a funny thing to say.
It's coming to the end of the year, Nance.
I know.
Tones and I still hasn't cold since April.
We still haven't had our karaoke session.
We've got some planning to do, mate.
We do. See what I'm doing here?
Wings. Wings? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. I'm like a bird. No.
Nelly Frittata.
Yeah. This one.
I love it, guys.
Coming down for landing. It's Vince and Nancy.
We could do like a, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your latest episode of Living. It is Monday morning. We're cruising at a comfortable 9:30 a.m.
We are.
Your captains, Nancy Timpano, Vince Fusco, co-captain. If you could remain in your seats while the seatbelt light is illuminated. Your exits are here, 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 and here.
Uh-huh.
Do you like that?
Perfect. But there'll be no exiting during our episode because everyone will be hooked.
Yeah, of course. Guys, you are listening to a brand new episode of Living. Nance, we were just saying at the beginning there, it's nearly the end of the year. We've only got a few left.
I know. Season 1, but seriously, we couldn't be happier.
Hey, what a season.
Could not be happier, and very exciting, planning some stuff for next year already. But we've got topics still to cover for season 1. We have got a topic and you've got a beauty.
Yeah, look, I'm fresh off the plane, hence your wings that you were just doing there. So last week, Joya and I, as you know, went off and had a wonderful time in Perth to see our favourites Coldplay playing at Optus Stadium. Hello, I'm still wearing the merch. He's all merched up, this kid. The best. It was my second time seeing them. Joya's 6th time.
Wow.
She loves them.
Junkie. She's a Coldplay junkie.
100%, mate.
Good on her.
She's seen them all around the world.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. I've already bought accommodation for next year when they return to Melbourne. Haven't got tickets yet.
I was just going to say, hang on.
Tickets go on sale
I like
Wednesday.
it. Positive thinking.
Yes,
I like
absolutely.
it. I like it.
But. I've done a lot of flying in my time, as have you. A lot of flying.
Yep.
And today I wanted to talk about plane etiquette. Now, this is something that Joya said a lot of people have already talking about. They've already spoken about this. And I said, look, I get that, but I want to talk about it again because it does...
And the little things about it.
It does my head in.
Yes.
So do you remember there was a time when flying was like a classy thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that, but I was also used to think that. I'd plan my plane outfit.
100%.
But
100%.
And I probably still do sometimes. It's like very comfortable now. But what I'm saying, it's like a thing. You can't just like today I got up and just whacked on whatever. But when I'm catching an aeroplane, all of a sudden, do I have to speak with a plum in my mouth or something? It's weird.
No, not like that.
But back in the day, I was a little bit like I needed a plane outfit. Why?
Because that's what it was. I think when it first started, and we look back in like the 50s, 60s, you could still smoke on planes back then. Ashtrays and everything. But like you would dress up. You would dress nice. People would be in suits.
Yes.
So now people are in pyjamas. Legitimately pyjamas.
But yeah, because you're travelling for 24 hours.
Oh, look, if you're going to Melbourne, I don't think there's any excuse from Adelaide to Melbourne. It's 55 minutes, for Christ's sake. But it's the other little things that make me laugh. And it happened to me on the way back. Mm-hmm. Not so much on the way there. On the way back this time, we got into our seats. Now, how would you sit down?
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
How the fuck would you sit down on an aeroplane?
Yeah,
Nance?
I know.
Could you just give us a quick demo?
So I'd go, excuse me, hi, how you going? And that's about it. Don't talk to me ever again. But anyway, we'll talk about that. Put my bag down and then I'll just gently get my seatbelt there, my seatbelt there.
Clickety-clack, front and back.
Mm-hmm. Clickety-clack, front and back.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Done.
Nice.
Headphones on. I'm already listening to something, even if the plug is dangling. I'm already listening to something. Don't even talk to me.
Even if it's not really connected, but she's listening.
Yep.
100%. So I'm sitting there, right? Firstly,
there was turbulence. Was there turbulence in the seating procedure?
Yeah, felt like it. It makes me laugh. So I'm sitting there and I don't normally put the seat back because I'm pretty comfy anyway, but the first guy behind me gets in, and as he gets in, my whole seat sort of like jolts forward, and I'm like, okay, that's fair. He might just be moving it or bumped it as he moves. Anyway, he sits down and then I'm like, boom, and I'm bulk upright. I'm now at like 92 degrees.
Carrot up your culo.
Carrot up my culo.
Bottom, for those that
And I'm
don't
like,
know.
okay, and I can feel like, and to the point where I'm like, is there a child behind me kicking my seat? Like, what's happened? I'm like, you know what I mean? So Joya looks back for me, and there are 3 guys, huge guys. The guy behind me must have been 7 foot tall.
Wow.
So I do feel bad for him because
he should book an exit row.
Yes, I agree. Are they charging more for that now?
I don't know.
I think that's a thing. I think.
Oh, okay.
It used to be such a good thing when you could just choose it and you'd get it.
Yes,
It'd be wild.
yes.
But no, so he was about 7 foot tall, this guy. His knees were up near my neck. So I'm sitting up like this. Already I'm like, okay, this is going to be an uncomfortable 3-hour flight. The guys in front of me then come and sit down.
Oh, no, and then...
Okay. So these guys like shuffle, and then literally their entire body weight... sit, and the whole fucking chair is like... So I'm now caught between a rock and a hard place for 3 hours.
And if you had your tray down, your history.
When I put the tray down, it was literally like in my torso. And I said to Joy, I was like, what is happening? She was like, do you want to swap? I said, no, well, I don't want you to be uncomfortable, but like, what is that? Like when these guys, and then not just the one in front of me, the guy next to him did the same thing. Boom, 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 boom. And the whole aisle rattles.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you do? Do you just flop on it like it's a couch?
Yeah.
What is that?
I know. I hear you. And you said that you don't normally put your seat back because you're quite comfortable, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't do it. And this is such a bad habit of mine. Just to be nice.
Yeah.
And people do it to me. And it's like, you're allowed to, so I can't get mad.
100%.
But it isn't a lot of space to start with. And if you don't need to,
Because it's not that comfortable. Let's be honest. Is it that comfortable?
I know. But the other thing is, I feel like if the person in front does it, then it can be like domino effect, which is fair. But why don't I seem to be able to do it to other people?
'Cause you're a nice person.
But other people can do it to me.
It's the leaning back. It's the shoes off.
Yeah.
And I get that because I understand your body swells.
Yes, but there's the downfall to that. You got to get those things back on. I've done that before on a very long flight, and I'm like, oh, that's better. Shoes off, and then please prepare for landing. And I'm like,
can't get my stumps back
did someone swap shoes with me? Am I all of a sudden wearing Jaden's shoes because I have Kangaroos now? What the hell?
It's the shoes off, and then the shoes, not the shoes, the feet. When people put their leg out. In the aisle, and you're sitting there and you look down and you can see someone's big toe, and you're like, are we putting this on showcase today? What's happening? Put some socks on, please. I don't want to look at your toe while I'm having my tea. It's just bad. Or I can't deal with it, man.
And there's more to that. Going to the toilet with no shoes on.
Hang on. I've never seen that on a plane. Is that a thing?
Well,
just full stop. Going to the toilet with no shoes, unless you're at the beach, and even then, put your slides on. That's me. I can't.
Yeah, no, I've seen it, and kind of get it if they're wearing the aeroplane socks on an overseas flight, because then you can just leave them and ditch them.
100%.
Kind of.
I don't want to be barefoot.
But it's still gross. Come on, you've seen people out there that at the end of a big night, they're bloody barefoot, as if they're not going to go to the plane toilet barefoot.
I can't do it.
Disgusting.
I can't do it, Nance. So that's where I start. I start with the seats and the way that these people get on the plane and off the plane. The other thing that makes me laugh, as soon as we've touched down, as soon as that little seatbelt line is off, everyone's up. Where are you going to go? Yeah. You can't move, guys.
Got to stretch your legs, but
No, but you can't. So everyone, they're still like this.
I know.
You know when they go under the bin and they're like this?
And I'm even like that, and I'm 5'2".
Like that.
3, maybe.
Just waiting. And everyone's and there's a whole lineup. Yes. It's like the etiquette of it. It goes row by row by row by row. There's always one clown who's got to be in row 26 who wants to get out with row 3.
Yeah.
Or the people who then and it's funny when you see people who they've put their bag in the overhead bin.
I know.
And that's not their fault because sometimes people do bring more.
Yes.
But when they've got to be I'm in row 3, I need to go to row 15 to get my bag and then come back. I think in that case, you just have to wait until row 15 and then you've got to go back and get it. And it's just tough.
And once everyone stands in that aisle and you are trying to get your overhead luggage out, you're about to knock out 3 people. Because sometimes, and there's another thing. Is it a given? Times are changing. I've been in the situation that, yes, I can lift my bag up in there because, it's only 7 kilos or whatever. But then getting it out sometimes is a bit of a struggle.
Yes.
Is it a given that the man next to you is supposed to?
No.
I know.
I would say yes because I would do it.
I
I
know.
say no, it's not a given that a man would help you because it's 2023.
That's right, correct. But the other thing is when you're getting it out, it is a little bit more awkward with there's heads lined up in the aisle
Give
that
someone
I
some
am
room.
going to knock you out.
100%.
So that's why if you're taller, perhaps you need to get it out because I'm about to take you down, bruz.
Yeah.
You need to help me.
You can just ask for it. But I think, like I say,
And I
2023.
do, but it's like, you've got it up there.
As if people say that.
Well, they don't say it, but it's that
I totally
look.
get
And it's
it.
like, I'm only doing it for you because here I can get it down. Boom.
Yeah, smacked in the head. Smacked in the head. It just makes me laugh. The lineup to get off the plane.
Yes.
I said, and then it takes 5-10 minutes for them to get the air bridge out.
Yes.
You know what I mean? People
But
just stand there. Where are you going, guys?
But then I'm also that person that
Because you know what? Sorry. We all end up at the fucking bag carousel waiting anyway.
at the same time.
What are you
At
doing?
the same time. But also when they list your flight, it's ready, you can board the aeroplane. Are you one of those ones that jumps in the line?
No.
Yeah,
I look at my ticket and I go, I'm between seats 1 and 10. I'm going to be boarding last.
Yes.
They go 20 to 30,
Yes.
10 to 20,
Yes.
0 to 10. Or, unless you're a priority member, in which case, rows 1 to 3, you're on
Correct.
the plane first.
But then there's the chance that you are giving up your overhead space because someone else has
that's
put
correct.
it. So you go sit in, you've taken your time, let everyone else through, and then there's no room for you. And then you are in row 3 and your bag's in row 26.
And that's where maybe the
Stewardesses
have to help out.
if there's no one standing in the bloody aisle because as soon as you've landed.
I tell you. Look, I love flying. I love it. I get motion sickness so
I
bad
don't
and travel
anymore. I
sick.
used to, but ever since
Really?
flying with Jaden, there's an angst that I can't even.
I was like that before we
I love
flew with the kids.
holidaying,
And then once
but-
we flew with them and they were great, I love it. Like I said, I get motion sickness. But the one type of travel that I don't get sick on is flying for some reason. I love it.
I am, Eugene's a seasoned traveller.
Oh, yeah.
Seasoned traveller. And he just no care. Not that it's no care, I shouldn't say that. But he's so used to it, he does it that much that he'll sit down, put his seat back, it's all the things. All the things, right? Whereas I'm like, do you have to do that? And he goes, yeah, we're allowed. And I'm like, yeah, I know we're allowed, but we're only going to Melbourne. You'll be okay.
Season traveller Eugene
Yes.
makes total sense.
Yes. But still, yeah.
It's the idea, like you said, you can. Which leads me to another topic that I just mentioned as well from this trip.
Yes.
Is standing up at a concert if you're in a seated section.
Yes.
So this was the first time we had seated tickets for Coldplay. Great seats, fantastic seats, right? Right in front of the stage, second row.
Yep.
First row stands up. Second row stands up. Third row, complaining. Sit down. What do you mean sit down? We're at a concert, mate.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But there was one guy 2 seats over in the row behind us who was literally about to punch on with the guy in the front row. I paid for my seats. So have I, mate. Sit down. I can't see. Mate, you're at a concert.
Get in the
I don't know.
vibe.
Get in the vibe. It's a Coldplay concert. It was. They nearly got into a punch on to the point where Joy
It's
and
not
me
the
and
opera.
and even then at the
you
opera,
know.
no, exactly.
Well, you'd stand up at the opera.
Well, it depends. Depends what opera it is. If it was the Marriage of Figaro that just closed, yes,
Okay.
absolutely,
You got
fantastic.
off.
That's
You
right.
got off.
No, look, it's a different topic altogether. Plane etiquette, there's so much there. Like you said, Eugene's a seasoned traveller. Have I ever told you the story of how I managed to get myself a fantastic seat on a plane by being hungover?
No, well, everyone ran and left you on their own.
I'm going to tell this story,
On your own.
okay? So, and it's funny, it's from Perth. It was
Oh my
in Perth
gosh.
as well. About 10 years ago, I was touring with the Co-Opera. Okay, South Australia's Co-Opera, national touring, international opera company. I was very lucky to be with them for about 4 or 5 years, directed for them, performed with them. And we did a national tour of La Traviata in 2008. And it was like 6 weeks on the East Coast, then up to Darwin, and then like 4 weeks down the West Coast, finishing in Perth. And on our last night in Perth, we all were like, well, let's go have a good time. It's our last night. We've got a flight tomorrow morning, but last night of tour, of course, we're going to have a blowout. I end up at the casino with a couple of the boys. We're drinking whiskies all night. It's a fantastic night. Did not go to the hotel once. We literally walked into our room, put the bag in the middle, and went out, and that was it. Come 6 a.m., and we're meeting at 7 a.m. in the foyer. Yes. Come 6 a.m., we're like, we need to go home. So get a cab, get to the hotel, grab the bags, go to the foyer, get on the bus. The boss is driving the bus. I'm sitting in the front because I get car sick, as I just mentioned. Not only do I get car sick, but I am incredibly drunk at this point. Incredibly drunk.
And we've lived one of those nights with you recently on one of our other episodes.
And I'm sensing a real pattern here, Vince. It doesn't happen often, trust me. It doesn't happen often.
Do I need to intervene?
Often. No, well, hey, you know the rules. And so I'm in the car, we're in the van, and I am feeling crook as, to the point where I now have my head out the window. I'm vomiting as we're travelling down the freeway to get to the airport. There's vomit all down the side of the bus. It's awful. Everyone, the rest of the cast are laughing. They're filming. Some of them are disgusted, obviously. I'm disgusted with myself at this point, feeling sorry for myself. And so as my head's out there, we see this car flying up, this black Jeep, and he's beeping and he's flashing his lights, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I've vomited out the window. I've got carrot on his windscreen. This guy's going to have like I'm going to get beaten up, road rage here. He flies up and everyone's like, what's he doing? What's he doing? This guy goes, hair of the dog, mate, and hands me a Cooper's Pale Ale while we're moving. I'm literally out the window at this point, grabbing a beer from a guy who's driving, gives me a beer, and the boss is like, what did he say? And I come in the van like this, hair of the dog. Everyone goes, yeah, like celebrate, right? So that's where it starts. We then get to the servo to fill up the hire van that we have to return. The boss goes, you better start washing the van, mate, straight away. So I'm out there feeling sorry for myself, washing the vomit off. We get to the airport and I'm like, it's cool. I vomited everything up. Surely this is done. I'm going to take my travel sickness pill, my ginger tab, before I get on the plane so I don't get sick. Take that.
Okay. All right.
Immediately come straight back up.
I was just going to say.
Crook as we're boarding. They're calling me. Vince, Fusco to the gate. You're the last passenger. Blah, blah, blah.
You made it. You're saying your name.
Yeah. It's the only place I like hearing my name. I literally am sick as a dog. I've been to the bathroom, been sick. I don't have anything left in me, but I look a mess. The stewardess notices me as we're boarding because I'm the last one. Oh. She goes, "Sir, are you okay?" I said, "Oh yeah, I just don't travel very well. I'm incredibly anxious. I've just been sick. My tummy's doing, somersaults because I'm so scared." I just told you I love flying, guys. Love it.
Wow.
So they'd get me on the plane. Everyone's there looking at me because you're the last one. No one wants to be that guy. So even like my castmates, they're laughing. Here he comes. Oh, hold up the plane. They sit me down. And again, I'm like, guys, sorry, I just don't travel well. They're like, once we level out, we'll just check on you. So we level out. We take off from Perth. About 20, 30 minutes into the flight, the stewardess comes over. She's like, "Mr. Fusco, how are you feeling?" I said, "Yeah, look, not good. My head's splitting. I can't. I just feel really uncomfortable." So I'm really playing it up at this point too, because I don't want to be, surely they could smell the vodka coming out of my pores. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be that guy who's drunk on the plane. They're like, "So we've actually got an opening up the front. Did you want to come?" They gave me an empty row, a pillow, blanket, socks, 2 Panadols. I went, slept, 3-hour flight, beautiful. Everyone was peeking at me on the cast. They were like, as if they were putting bets on. They were actually putting bets to see how many times I'd throw up on the plane.
Wow.
That's how bad I was. And in the end, I got first class treatment. I got off the plane. I was fresh as a daisy. Slept off the headache, slept for the 3 hours, and scanned myself a wonderful trip up the front. And everyone else was sitting in cattle class.
You've just triggered when you said first class treatment. Here's something for you that, I am very special at the best of times. I have my ways. And you know how majority of people would love to be in business class for their flying. And I'd love it for space and 100%. All of that stuff. But obviously you can't always book a flight in business class.
Your house these days.
Exactly. But speaking of being treated like with first class treatment, I've had that. There was a flight home from somewhere. Euge and I were coming, and the only flight was business class, so we had to book it.
Awful.
Yeah, but anyway, there we were. But it was kind of new. It was kind of, I hadn't done that quite very often and it was just foreign to me. And I can't say it was actually overly comfortable, especially at the start. I can't find my tray because it's on the side, not in front of me. And I'm like trying to look like I know what I'm doing and I don't. And there's people around me that, like, you know, they got their plum in their mouth and, you know, I'm
Silk
like,
pajamas
whatever.
on?
Yeah, whatever. So anyway, the guy comes over. I don't know if I've said this story to you before, but he's come over and he's leant down in the aisle and he's got the napkin. And he's put it over my lap.
Love that.
And he's like, "Good evening, Miss Timpano. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us for dinner this evening." And I've just sat there and I'm gone, was there somewhere else I could go? Like, but the way he said it, he goes, "Thank you for joining us for dinner." Where
Like this
else
was
am I going to go?
your restaurant of choice?
Yeah, exactly
30,000
right.
feet in the air?
I was extremely uncomfortable that I'm saying, "Oh, Mum, okay," I'm being like biggest dag going around. So I'm just saying sometimes first class treatment is nice, but when it's over the top, and again, another story's just come to mind, and I'm sorry for the people that work there, but I've said this over the years, especially when they opened. I'm going to sidetrack quickly.
Yeah.
The Nespresso shop in the city.
I've never understood
When they first opened.
Yeah.
And the way that they treat you for their coffee pot. Would you like to come and sample?
Served you on a pillow.
What the hell?
I don't know.
So I'm not overly comfortable with the fancy things. I was born in Murray Bridge, people.
No, look, it's the experience. And that's the thing. You want an experience like that. And it is love. Now, there's something lovely about it. It elevates it. I got a upgrade coming back from LA to Adelaide when I was in New York, 2011.
Mm-hmm.
So New York to LA cattle class, and then I got upgraded to business. And I was the opposite to you. As soon as I walked on, so with all the travel, just quick backstep, with all the travel, some of the other cast members I used to fly with, they used to know the codes. As in, like, do you know what to say at the gate? Or when you check in at the desk before, when you used to have to deal with a person, now you just go to a computer.
Yeah.
But if you go up and you'd be like, "Oh, is there any," people used to be like, "Are there any empty seats?" Or is there, could I get the emergency exit aisle, for example? There's a code. I don't know if this still exists, but you used to say, "Is there any room for movement on this flight?"
Oh.
Yes. And I
didn't know that.
That's right. It's a secret code, cheat codes. So I was told this. They were like, you ask when you check in, "Is there any room for movement on this flight?" That's like the secret code for, like, can I be upgraded?
Yeah.
Apparently you don't do it at the check-in desk, you do it at the gate.
Right.
So I tried this many, many times at the check-in desk, and I was like, no. The one time I did try it at the gate was LA, and it worked. So somehow they've upgraded me, and I'm the opposite to you. I walked on, and they were like, "Right this way. Go to the left of the plane, going to the front, not the back." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Straight away, "Sir, here's your pajamas. Would you like champagne?" And I was like, "Champagne? Yes, please." I don't know how many champagnes I had that night.
Wow.
But
Yep. I
live it
love the
up. Live it
idea.
up.
And look, maybe I need to just do it more. Okay? Maybe I
Okay.
need to do it more so I get better at it. I'm willing to try.
Me too.
But yeah, we coming home from Brazil, Eugene and I, in 2014, he was business class and I wasn't.
Oh, that's rough.
Because he was in the squad at the time, and so we had a pact. We had a pact that he was going to give it to me because he flew over business class, right? So
But he's just played in the World Cup. You didn't play in the World Cup.
he did.
No, I'm saying you didn't.
Oh, I know, correct.
So why should you get
Correct, exactly. But it was like, well, yeah, he went over. Anyway, we've gotten to the top of the stairs and we're about to get on. He goes like, "Yeah, nah." He goes, "Look at the size of you. Look at the size of me."
100%.
And that was all well and good until he came and visited me in my pajamas, in his pajamas, I mean.
Oh, bless. You can't go visit.
He didn't bring me a chocolate. He didn't bring me a drink. He just went, "How you going?"
How you going?
Looked to the left and right of me, saw that I was squashed in the middle.
I said, "I'll see you when we land."
And I said, I suggest you go back to your seat, Dale.
Before I kill you in the plane.
I suggest you go back. But we haven't spoken about the really, really, really obvious one that happens all the time, and it's the kids.
The kids.
Hitting the back of the chair with their feet. Kicking.
Like, parents have to take control and be like, come on.
Come on.
Honey,
and as nice as I
that's not
want
very
to be,
kind.
I do the whole look
I do
over.
it.
That kills my life. And I don't care if that's an Adelaide-Melbourne flight. It can't happen.
Any flight.
I don't
I'm with you
care.
on that.
I don't
Don't
care.
do it. Don't do
No.
it.
Plane etiquette. What else on the plane etiquette? Oh, the other thing is I've learned little things with Jaden is, that he doesn't always love the food that they give, but then he loves the little Rice Crisps and whatever,
Yeah.
and they'll give you like handfuls of that stuff if you got a kid.
Yeah.
Kids come in handy sometimes when flying.
Yes, definitely.
Because then we all benefit. One for you,
100%.
for you, for you, for you.
Totally
So
on board with
that's
that.
a pro. That's a pro. That's a good thing. Good thing as well.
No, I think it's great. I'm totally on board. Guys, what is your plane etiquette like? Do you flop in the chair and make the entire row rattle? Do you stand up immediately and stand there with your head all crooked?
Do you have someone else's head that you don't know on your shoulder asleep during
Yeah.
a flight?
Again, I'm not sad about that. Like, if someone's super tired and obviously they've crashed out, it depends. If they
On your shoulder?
Oh, look, it really just depends. Like, remember that story I told you about the kid? He
Yes.
fell asleep on me, but I was like, oh, bless. Like, he's a kid. I'm not going to
Okay,
be like,
as long as
"Get
the
off."
mouth is shut, I can cope. But
Yeah, it was
open
when I
it.
woke up and he was standing nose to nose with me. That was the part I didn't
I
like.
remember many moons ago, it was about 20 years ago, I was on the way home from China. We went on to China for a tour, and I think most of us had a row each. We had plenty of space. So I was laying down asleep on the plane, which I never do, but the fact that I could lay down,
Why not?
I could fall asleep. I was asleep. I got woken up. I understand if it's breakfast, lunch or dinner.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to miss out. I got woken up to ask, would you like an ice cream?
I'd be woken up for that.
Would you?
1,000%.
Nah, see, I value sleep, especially do I look like I want an ice cream right now?
Not while you're snoozing.
No, come on. I don't know about
But look,
that.
I do.
You just,
Like, ice
nah.
cream is my favourite food group. So I'm
No.
there for that.
We just, we'd get along fine on a long flight together because I'd be like, give it to him. Leave me alone.
I'd put a
Yeah.
sign. You could wear a sign that says, "Don't wake me for ice cream. Wake me for meals."
Yeah, meals only. And the other thing is, even if you don't have food allergies, a lot of people, when they fly, they choose to write down that they're all of a sudden vegetarian, gluten-free, whatever, because you get your meal first.
Clever.
Because they do. They come around.
Clever. I didn't.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just so used to not getting food these days. Because
Yeah,
remember when you used
true.
to fly
Yeah.
and you'd get a meal, even like the 6
Yes.
a.m. to Melbourne,
Yes,
you'd get a hot
you'd
breakfast.
always, yes.
An omelette, some
Yes.
sausages, some
Uh-huh.
bacon. Now it's what, $14 a
Yeah.
sandwich?
And I think that's why it was classy and special.
Whereas now
because
it's just a bit more
you got a
common.
treat.
Yeah.
But now you're paying for it. So if I'm going to pay for it, I'm going to wear my daggy clothes and whatever.
Well, see, that's the thing. Now it is more about comfort. Like, I love wearing comfortable clothes.
Yes.
I wear my comfortable jeans
Yes.
on the plane.
Oh, see, can't do jeans on a plane.
I know, I do jeans everywhere. Even Joyce says, you're wearing your working out jeans. You're wearing your home jeans today. I always wear
yeah.
jeans. I love jeans.
If I'm wearing jeans, I've dressed up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jeans are just, to me, the standard.
Yeah, no, but girl, I mean, tight
It's when I'm in a
jeans, it's
tracksuit
like,
that
yeah.
you know I'm in trouble. If I'm wearing tracksuits in public. When go back
See,
15,
I'm all for it.
go back 15, 16 years ago after a relationship breakup,
Hmm.
and I remember one of my best friends, I was in a bit, a bad way, and one of my mates picked me up. He's like, "I'm taking you out. We're getting you out of the house." And he picked me up, and I got outside, and he stopped and looked at me and said, "Vin, I know it's bad." I said, "Why?" And he goes, "I've never seen you in tracksuit pants. In the 20 years I've known you, I've never seen you in tracksuit pants. But you're in public. You're in Norwood wearing tracksuit pants."
See, I'm all for and this explains the look you gave me when I rocked up to your house once to record, looking like a cricketer in my cream tracksuit, and you looked at me and you went, "Are we painting today?" or something, you said.
I didn't sound
But
like that.
you had a look. And I thought I looked kind of cute in my tracksuit.
it.
I love me a tracksuit, but you are not a tracksuit. You're not.
But I am with a certain, I need an Adidas tracksuit now. I wanted to have a 3-stripe, and I never
I
had
got
that.
plenty.
I never ever had that. So I've never really worn tracksuits except for lazing around at home. But I've never been one to wear them out. Now I've got, I wear my sports clothes out.
Yep, I'm
But I
all for
still
a
won't do a
matching
tracksuit.
trackie as well.
I just don't have them.
Okay. Hello, I was at Adidas for 8 years.
No, I know. That's why I need to speak to you about it.
Own me a tracksuit.
No, she does.
Do
She
own me
does.
a tracksuit.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, look, how do you dress on a plane? What's your plane etiquette? Guys, we're going to put it on the poll. Put it on a
Yep.
little Q&A on Spotify here if you are listening via Spotify. I'd love to hear your feedback.
And maybe there's things that we haven't covered that have happened to you on a plane. I'd
Oh,
love
yeah.
to hear those stories.
People getting sick on planes, people who have... What about that plane that had to turn around because someone took a dump in the toilet and it was so bad it stank out the whole cabin, the plane had to turn around and come home? Did you ever hear
No,
that story?
I'm scared
I
that
think
was
it
you just fly. No? No.
Hey, Euge isn't back yet, is he?
He got delayed.
His flight got delayed today.
His flight got delayed.
We'll
Oh,
find
no,
out.
he's done it again,
He's
has
done
he?
it again. Oh, hey, look, before I let you go today, let's talk about it. Horrendous? Tremendous. Where are we at?
Oh, okay. I forgot about this. Okay, so let me think. Oh my gosh. Can you go first? Have you got one?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, hello. Look
Hello.
at your T-shirt.
Oh, wait.
that's
no,
not
I pushed the wrong
right.
one. That was
Yeah, that's
horrendous. No, tremendous.
Tremendous.
Hello.
Yes.
Coldplay last week. Spent 48 hours in Perth, me and Joya. First time we've been alone without the kids in nearly 5 years. It's totally different. Like, who are those people?
I know.
Who are those people?
I know. Have fun, hey?
Oh, amazing. You said it. A few people said it. They were like, look like you guys are on a honeymoon.
I know.
It was the best.
Beautiful.
We threw ourselves off a bridge. We zip-lined off a bridge. That's something I would not personally be like, let's go do that. But it was the greatest. It was so good. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
Highly recommend. If you go to Perth, the zip climb bridge and zip climb, do it. Go do it.
Okay. All right. I'm still thinking.
Okay.
See, it couldn't have been that great.
Kind of.
But it's not awful either, because nothing awful is coming to mind either. What happened to me? What happened? I can't think.
I love putting you on the spot like this.
Yeah, I
It's
can't.
got to be tremendous. 20% off at Not Coffee. Tremendous.
Oh, yeah.
Think about our wonderful partners.
Actually,
Yeah.
yes. Not just the 20%, but just having that. Yes. Thank you.
I'll give you that one.
Thank you, Vince. Thank you. So, as you saw on my socials recently, I tried Not Coffee, which is, I'm going to give you one soon to try because, yes, you'll be amazed. Because I read up, I just came across the post accidentally, and Sela, her name is, that came up with Not Coffee, who had thyroid issues, and that's why she started it. And I was like, read, gave it a go, loved it, put up a post. She reached out, and love what you do, love the podcast.
Love that.
Thank you, Not
Thank
Coffee.
you.
And Livin podcast, Livin, just LIVIN is our promo code, and you will get 20% off Not Coffee always.
Love that. I love that.
For life.
I'm due to do my reorder today. So I'll be
There
doing
you
my
go.
Not Coffee order today and using that code.
Thank you for reminding me, because that was a win. That's just part of my life now, so it didn't even
I
dawn
love
on
that.
me.
And coffee's a big thing for you too.
It is. I'm a coffee snob.
You are.
I am a coffee snob.
Well, the one you
but
made me this morning was absolutely delicious.
All right, let's go for a Not Coffee this time.
Love it.
See what
Guys,
you think.
We'll see you next week.
Enjoy.
Am I living?
All right, so next flight,
Next.
tracksuits. I'll wear a tracksuit
Yeah.
and I'm going to flop into my seat. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to live like everybody else.
Yeah, nah, I can't do all that. But I can definitely do a trackie. Nice one.
You got to hook me up.
See who I still know there.
Am I living?
We love all our Livin' listeners, but you know what we'd love even more? We would absolutely love it if you could possibly hit that follow button.
Oh, don't just hit the follow button, hit the download button, hit the share button, hit the love button. 5 stars, guys. Chuck us a review if you felt so compelled.
Hello at livinpodcast.com. Reach out and maybe we can even come and visit your work site one day too.
Oh, we do love a good on-site recording, guys. Hello at livinpodcast.com. We can't wait to hear from you soon.